on you, Mr. Soulless. I never liked him. He's gonna come back and just like stare at the mic. I'm kind of digging those red walls.
All right.
Yep.
Yep. Say something.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right. Technical difficulties. I fixed it. All right. I'm not
Are we
used to
good, dude?
running. I'm not used to using OBS. All right. I'm one of those
Are we
fucking
good, dude?
meme lords who uses slobs.
Oh, you fucking scrub.
Wow. Okay. How many times a week do you stream, Doug?
Jeez.
Put me on the spot like that.
Anyways, event, blah, blah. Soulless was one of those scrubs on Twitter. I want the game I paid for. That's what we were talking about. All right. Now that we're actually here, guys.
No, the event was amazing.
Man. All right, podcast round. I'm out.
Damn. I love the event, actually. It was a lot
I mean,
of fun.
dude, I got to level 12 before any traders were even open. It was very nice.
Very true, very true. You made it more than most people make it actually playing Tarkov before they quit.
I mean, that's not saying much for me, but yeah, you're right.
I mean, it's a solid fact, though. Most people quit Tarkov before they even made it to where you're at.
A lot of people unlock Flea and then quit.
Oh, Soulless.
That's because they lose their money within the first week of unlocking Flea.
Soulless
They
unlocked
can't
Flea and was like,
handle
fuck
it.
questing. All right, that's it.
No, that was me when I hit level 4 traders. Once
Yeah.
you hit all level 4 traders, I don't give a shit anymore unless I'm going for Kappa.
Does that just make me
True.
like the super sweaty guy of the group, though?
You're grinding out quests or something?
Yeah.
I mean,
I've been grinding.
I think you have
out
I think
quests.
you have a lot more. I think this swipe you definitely have a lot more work to put in than anybody else. I mean, it is your first swipe, you know. I think if anybody's going to be breaking their back this swipe, it should definitely be you.
I guess not only.
First
You know what I mean? Because next swipe,
First
it'll be
swipe
easier
Kappa.
for you. You know what I mean? Like you'll be chilling. You're probably going to take it a lot more chill. You'll probably do more focus on PvP and less focus on questing.
Bro.
So you probably won't be. I mean, you'll eventually get your quest done for sure.
Next
you know what I
swipe-
mean?
next
But
swipe-
you'll see it as like it'll come when they come. You know what I mean?
Questing
Not
will
like,
come
oh,
so
I'm gonna
naturally
focus.
next wipe, it's not even going to be real.
Yeah, the beginning quest. You grind out the beginning quest always. Like I think, I would say what up to like level 23 to 26. Like that's like normal grind, right? And then after that, I feel like everything after that is just more like just chilling.
Yeah.
At least for me, that's just how I see it. Like once I get to that point, I'm like, all right, I have enough unlocked by traders. Like the quests that I have at that point are like not really necessary to finish, but if I finish them, cool. If I have the means of finishing them, I'll do them. But I'm not really like going out of my way to do that. More so just playing with friends or focusing on PvP.
Yeah, once you get like level 2 traders and the Flea unlocked, you kind of can just like
Post.
just you can kind of just quest or like run a raid to run a raid. You don't like need to worry about
You
getting
don't
a
have
quest
to have
on
a
every
reason to run a raid.
Yeah. But I think your first swipe, yeah, definitely. You know what I mean? Like you want to put that work in, you want to grind because you want to get as much as you can. And at the same time, I think you also want to learn as much as possible once you get into it. And obviously, not everybody falls into the Tarkov trap like you did.
Oh, I'm fucking.
Yeah,
I'm not going anywhere.
you're ensnared.
I have $1,000 into a game called Star Citizen, and I don't even play it because of Tarkov.
Well, game's not really out though. It's not really at like a play it for a shit ton of hours kind of state though.
I mean, there's
What's not?
17 just dropped. It's pretty right now.
Star
It's
Citizen?
it's in pretty good quality. I wouldn't say it's better than it has been.
Bro,
That's for
I
sure.
saw
No,
TikTok
but
today.
I just
I saw a TikTok today. Somebody was making coffee on one of their spaceships.
See, yeah, that's pretty
I was just
dope.
gonna say I didn't think like Star Citizen was at the point where like people would be dropping 1,000 hours yet. Like unless
No,
they
I
just
don't have.
unless Star Citizen is the
no,
only
no.
thing they do.
I don't have 1,000 hours.
I thought no, I know. I heard
okay,
you.
Okay. I thought you heard 1,000 hours. I was like, nah, dog. I have $1,000
$1,000
in that game. I mean,
No,
granted.
I just don't think. I just thought that there's not like 1,000 hours worth of content in Star Citizen.
I can name somebody who has 1,000 hours into Star Citizen that does not have 1,000 hours worth of content out of it, but that's besides the point.
I think we got I think in like a week though. I think in like a week or 2 weeks, me and Snow probably got like. I'd say we got well over $200 worth of content.
Oh, bro. Oh my
That
god.
that little 2 week period, dude. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure we got more than $200 worth of content out of it. Like it was worth everything I put into the game for sure.
Let's just say nobody wanted to fight me on that game.
Yeah, we definitely got to that point where people were not.
Like it was.
We were fighting each other at that point.
Yeah. Like there were people that we were playing with that were getting upset with me.
Yeah.
But
It was funny
anyways,
as hell.
enough of that fucking crummy game. All right, what do you guys think about this? I'm putting it up on the screen for everybody to see. All right, so we got our whole amount, right? This though, this is like the big zinger.
It's
for
crazy.
me, right? What?
1.5 trillion. It's insane.
Yeah. You know how much we put towards that? None.
Zilch, nada.
Fucking. What's
I
up?
didn't give any money.
Oh God. No.
Yeah, I didn't put a dime in.
The only money they got from me is what I gave fucking Fence. So this last letter, what do you guys think this means?
I mean, it's obviously cultist. It has a symbol afterwards.
Yeah.
That's what I was excited about.
The cultist right there.
I don't.
But
Yeah.
here's my deal, right? Is a lot of people. You sent me a video specifically, Box.
Yeah, people's theories. Yeah.
This right here, 512. People are thinking that that's like a wipe.
No.
date. I'm thinking. I'm thinking if 512 means anything at all, right? If 512 means anything at all, it means we are going to get the lighthouse expansion in the new trader.
Well, I don't think it means anything because, like the video I showed you, 1.5 E12 is 1.5 trill. So it's exactly the money that we dropped in.
Yeah, and not only that, but another thing is people don't realize.
Oh yeah, it's scientific notation.
Yeah, that's what it is. You know what I mean? So I think that's exactly what it was meant for. I think the previous one could have been a potential wipe, right? If we didn't catch it, like because they noted that there was the W, and I saw that too, and I was like, I'm kind of iffy on it, but I mean, I can see where they. Right. So that's where I was like, okay, I can see where you're connecting those dots, but I still didn't feel like there was going to be a wipe. I think like majority of the other bigger content creators on YouTube and stuff that do the news for this, I think it was an economy wipe. And I mean, that's what I was saying in the beginning. Like, I don't think it's anything other than to get everybody to just cash out. Yeah. So that way they can bring in this trader and then you don't have only Chadzillas running over there, fully geared to their teeth, bogarting the trader. That way, you know, people can actually get over there. They can fight for it. Everybody's kind of even playing field. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think it makes more sense.
Well, you also got to realize you had people like us
that didn't drop a dime.
Lupo didn't drop a fucking dime.
Yeah, but I mean,
Trey didn't drop a fucking dime. Velion did. Breezy.
Yeah, but how many of those dudes are going to be able to take, like, let's be realistic. What are the chances that every time they go there, they're going to take out a group of 1v4? You know what I mean?
Look, I'm going to tell you guys this, to be completely honest, because I have the inside info on this. You know how often Trey ran Lighthouse before this tournament?
No.
Fucking never. His qualifier was him running Lighthouse. From what his chat said, from what he said, and from what everybody else said, he does not know Lighthouse at all.
I mean, it's not really a map to know either. Like, besides the quest that you have there, like, I don't...
Not until we get the trader.
Right, the trader's gonna bring it in, but
they
I don't run it that much. I barely run it.
But they also
got hella loot, but like I don't feel like it's worth running it.
To me, it's just the dynamic of the map, right? Like when it goes open world, like, you know, if it gets to that point, which obviously I hope it does, and I have all faith in them to get it there, but like then I can see it being a viable map for me to run and be on, but like as of right now, like other than just doing the quest or going in there just to get some quick loot, you know what I mean? Like there's no real reason I want to go there. I don't like the fighting locations. I just don't like the dynamic of the map. There's a lot of places where it's just the fights are whack.
There's a lot
I
of
don't like that because like there's only spawns on the southern side of water treatment, right?
no.
You can only spawn. Can you spawn near water treatment?
Yes. You can spawn
But like on the other side of the bridge, right?
You can spawn east of water treatment. Right? You can spawn in rail yard. And you can spawn up by the vehicle extract of water treatment.
Okay, I must have gotten shit RNG though because I have never spawned on that side of the river.
I've only spawned railway once. I've never spawned north side of the river. However, I can show you. Let me pull it up real quick. Let me pull up a Tarkov map. I can show you the only other spawn that I've gotten north of the river, right, is I'll pull it up. The only other spawn that I've gotten north of the river is right here. This isn't updated, by the way, for some reason. There is a spawn up here somewhere, and there's a spawn over here somewhere. But these are the only two spawns that I've gotten north of the river. These two right here. This one, you can literally run this way and shoot out all the rogues from here. From right here, you can shoot out all of them. This one, you can loop this way, but you got to be weary of this spawn. And a lot of people who spawn here, though, come this way. Because through here is high tier loot spawns. Gold, shit like that. Bitcoins.
I know what do you want to call it? The fancy buildings.
That's like the sunken village.
In the mountains, the mountain pass stuff.
Oh yeah, these right here.
The high rise I know those have really good tech spawns.
Yeah, but other than that, the only other thing, people didn't believe me, and I didn't believe it myself until I got it, but there is a couple quests on Lighthouse that are required for Kappa.
You have to kill the whatever amount of bears on Lighthouse.
That one's not required for Kappa.
That quest looked dumb as hell.
It is dumb as hell. I've only got like 10 bear kills out of 20.
So I was like, a third of the player base is bear. And then not only that, we also have to kill them on Lighthouse so that even lowers our on the map where they're automatically targeted by rogues. That just like automatically extremely lowers your odds of running into a bear.
Yeah.
I think part of the reason why Tarkov did that, why BSG did that, is so that when they did drop this expansion, right, bears have to go there, period. If you're a bear, to have any progression whatsoever, you got to go there, right?
Sure.
I just don't see a lot of people being bears from now on. I really don't. Unless
they're gonna implement. They've already stated there's gonna be similar faction to rogues, but on bear side. So they're gonna be highly aggressive towards USEX.
Do that
so
on
it's
reserve.
I don't know where they're gonna do it. You know what I mean? But I mean, they've talked on it twice, where it's like yes, they already have intentions. You know, it's in the works, or they have plans for. You know, they haven't really detailed anything, but it's been talked about. So I mean, there's going to be the equalizer on either another map or another section of the map. You know, wherever they choose to put it.
Yeah, that's my opinion. Right? Increase Raider spawn on reserve. For one, right? Increase Raider spawn on reserve. 2, implement the same AI that you have for rogues on Lighthouse to the raiders on reserve, except flip it to where they aggro on USEC. And make them spawn K building and train station.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I can see that. I mean, you have a lot of quests there though that you have to do.
Yeah. And it's the same way with Lighthouse. Now you have Kappa quests on Lighthouse that you have to do, and 2 of them.
Yeah, but I feel like if that AI was on reserve, it would be way more hectic, right? Because reserve's not nearly as big of a map.
Well, yeah,
so I mean, let's say for instance, raiders spawn at K buildings, and you're crossing over by the night buildings and stuff, like, and the garages and all that. Like, dude, they'll slaughter you before you even get a chance. Like, and I think that's. Yeah, I think it's just the fact that, you know, because of the way that map is set up, if they put that same level of intensity on those AIs, the raiders and stuff, like, I think it would just screw up that map completely.
Okay.
A lot of people would probably just dodge the map completely.
With that being said, does that mean that they need a lower intensity on Lighthouse, considering the fact that 2 out of the 3 quests that you need for Kappa are actually in the rogue camp?
It's pretty easy to get into the rogue camp nowadays, though, because like I feel like everybody's just going to farm rogues every raid.
Either that, or people like take, you know, do the so many raids in between to where they don't have aggro. Come back in, you know what I mean? Not being instantly shot by them.
Yeah.
Especially as USEC. I mean, I don't know how many times I've gone. Just I run once and then go straight to, you know, back to my normal rotation, and then I come back and I get all the way up on them without having any problems.
Yeah, I've only ever done rogue hunting when I'm on that map. I don't run that map very often.
True. Same.
It's fun to get out a bolt action sniper and go snipe a bunch of them, though.
I only run it if I have a FLIR, right? I'll grab a FLIR, an SR-25, and a fucking raid bag and go at night just to farm some quick, easy XP. But other than that,
it's actually not that bad to run during the day.
I just don't.
You just got to be more careful of people coming up behind you.
Yeah, that's why I don't. I wouldn't mind running it during the day with a group, but solo? Definitely
we had
night.
that one night that we ran it a bunch. I don't know if you were there.
Yeah, me, you, and Twisted.
During the day, though. It was like me, Tribe. It was me, Tribe, Box, Thrift, and somebody else. There was a 5th. I think, fuck who? I think Dad was there.
Yeah. I've done a bunch of runs on it, like with groups, but it's not in my rotation. Like, unless everybody's like, yo, let's go Lighthouse. I'm like, yeah, let's go. But there's also been a lot more cheaters on that map too, this wipe, compared to what I feel other maps. There's so many times where I've got through a building or crack shot. Like, what was it? There was that one dude that was on the side of the mountain as we came up to Village from like Chalet. We were coming from Chalet direction. And there was 3 of us, and we all instantly got head tapped. Same dude killed us, but we were all in 3 different locations. But within 3 seconds, all of us were dead. It was just all head taps. No body damage. No one took any to the arm. It was all of us got head tapped. And I was like, bro, come on. Like, in what world is that fucking even possible for any Tarkov player to do? You just killed us all 3 with 9x19. 3 different locations within a 3-second difference. Headshots. Like, come on, dude.
Some people hit a clip.
Yeah.
It happens. I definitely have some, like,
I mean, it wasn't like we were.
I'm sure we've all had, like,
I'm saying we were like, bro, we were like, I think the first person that was on it was about 15 to 20 meters in front of us going down towards the village. And we were, I don't know if he was speed hack. I never saw him. Here, all of us got shot. It was just 1, 2, 3. And it was so fucking fast.
Actually,
I was just sitting there like, bro, that is insane. Like, but we looked at it. I remember that whenever it happened, I And I've never really experienced that in Tarkov, right? I've seen other people experience it.
Clipped it 100%. I know that.
Was it? I think Zeus was in Discord and he clipped it for.
It was like me, you, Tribe, and someone else. There's like 4 of us. It might have been Dad.
I don't remember. I just remember it happened. I remember the experience, and I was like, bro, it's just wild. And that was the second time it happened. The first time I wasn't streaming, I was just playing, and I was just like, yeah, dude, it's just crazy. Like for two experiences within, I think it was maybe like a month's time, and I was just like, bro, I just can't run this map. Like I get it, it's got good loot, and people are coming in here geared, so I get it, but if it's going to be as concentrated as what I hear Labs is, like, then...
There you go. I got the clip right here. If you want to see it, Soulless, it's going to be up on the... So chat can see it. But this is literally what happened, right? Hold on. It's muted.
Oh, you're talking about the speed one. Okay, yeah, no, that's not the same one.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking
about this is another one. Yeah, this is another one. This is the dude that was booming around. Yeah.
I did.
No, I think Souless was there for this. Or Zeus. It was Zeus. That's who it was.
So
who shot the AK?
Tribe.
Not me.
Me, you,
I'm
Zeus. I want to say there was a 5th. I think it was 5 of us. We got waxed. All 5 of us got killed by the same dude.
I need a map.
Oh, I'm dead too. Nice.
Jesus.
He immediately after killing Snow killed.
So
I think it was
me, you, Tribe.
Yep, he is. 100%.
Osh. This guy's hacking his balls off. And
Zeus.
Yeah.
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 And the same dude waxed all 5 of us, and it was all like headshots, perfect. And when I saw the dude, like you can see it on my clip too. Like I saw him, and in a split second, like it's literally less than 2 seconds, he was in another location and he shot me in the head. And I was just like, bro. But that's another one. Yeah, that's a totally another incident. But that's just been my experience with Lighthouse. It's like some raids on there. I'm going rogue hunting and there's no issues at all, or we don't even see another PMC. And then it's like I'll have those instances on Lighthouse. And I'm like, bro, it's not a map that I want to put in my circulation. Even with the new trader, like I'm still not enticed to. It's like I said before, like we're going to be bartering with real items. He wants cat statues and horses and probably bitcoins and shit like that. Like we're gonna have to bring those into raid to him to trade. Well, it's not really incentive for me to go run that map and deal with the trader if people are still playing like that.
Yeah. All right. Hey guys, I got a question for you.
What's up?
How do you feel about this?
This?
Artesian
Builds goes bankrupt.
Yep. They filed bankruptcy, and anybody who ordered a PC and paid for it who did not get their PC received this bankruptcy notice.
Does that just mean they're taking their money and running?
No, they filed bankruptcy. They can't afford to pay them back. That's how much they owe.
No, I know,
back
but
taxes. No, they aren't getting to run with that shit. They got caught up not paying fucking taxes and shit to the state of California.
No, but I mean, like, are these people going to get their freaking money back?
No.
Probably not.
No.
That's bullshit.
No. The only way they can get it
What
back
happens when people don't run their business legit?
The only way they can get it back is if they file a claim through their bank and their bank accepts it. But yeah.
I don't know. I didn't really follow Artesian builds that much.
They were a bunch of scumbags.
Yeah, I heard that. When you get to the point where you can build your own computer, you just build your own computer. You don't really pay other people to do it.
Well, a whole bunch of people were
humble bragging.
A bunch of people were affiliated to them, right?
Yeah, the big Twitch thing. Yeah.
And they were supposed to be doing a giveaway, and then
yeah, it was all pretty scummy.
Basically told the person who won the giveaway that they weren't big enough for a free PC, so they were redrawing.
No, I saw the clip. Drama is I don't know, man. I mean, it was pretty obvious that the company was going down after that incident. So.
Oh, 100%. Hey, how about Johnny Depp? Our boy Johnny Depp.
The clips
yeah.
are hilarious, dude. She shit on his bed.
Bro,
What?
Bro, let's talk about her attorney, bro.
Which one?
They were scraping.
Bro,
They were scraping for shit to talk about.
Which one?
Fucking her attorney.
Johnny Depp and Amber Heard.
Yeah, I know. She has like three. I'm saying like which one are we talking about? Because it was all three of them are about.
Her main representative.
They're all about as dense as they could be.
I object. Hearsay, Your Honor. You asked the question. You asked the question. What do you... Bro,
there's like a video of like they have a witness for Johnny Depp talking or whatever, and he's on video call and he's just driving and vaping. And then just like all of it's really funny. I mean, it seems like the consensus is that they were both shitty people or equally shitty people.
The thing is he admits that he was a shitty person. He admits to his wrongdoings.
I don't know.
They're both abusive to each other.
Well, you heard Jason Momoa spoke out, right?
Oh, did you see the headline that oh no, I didn't share it to you. Apparently there's like 3 million, like, I guess, what is it, Soulless? Do you remember that article I sent to you? That screenshot? It was like her screen time got cut down to 10 minutes, and then like 3 million people had signed to get her basically removed from the movie for Aquaman 2. Like, they already cut her screen time down to 10 minutes because of all this shit, and they were like, "No, we're not about to have this episode." And then on top of that, 3 million people are just signing to, have her completely removed from it. It's like, yeah, my dude.
The YouTube videos have been good.
I mean, she has a past of beating people, dude. So I mean, it's not like this is the first time.
Yeah, like one of her previous girlfriends came forward.
There's two of them. Like two of them. I think two relationships she's had. She's like, gotten physical with other people. Like, I mean, eventually it catches up to you. You just fucked with the wrong person on this one. Like, you try to pull the wool over somebody that, sat there and let it happen for so long, and then your evidence is literally shitting in your own face. Like, that kind of sucks, my dude. Like, you kind of fucked up.
In his bed.
She literally shit in his bed and left.
I saw somebody make a portrait of Johnny Depp from Pirates of the Caribbean, and it is literally shit smeared on a white blanket, like a white sheet on a bed, and it's his portrait though. And I was like sitting there just dying. I was like, hey, I mean,
there's a funny TikTok of like Amber Heard after talking to her attorney in private, and it's like she closes the door and she's like, "What the fuck was that?" And the attorney's like, "What the fuck is that? You fucking shit on his bed. What do you mean? What the fuck was that?"
All right, so my question is, are you ever going to see any more of his movies? Because I am, for sure.
I don't care.
I don't watch movies.
God damn. It's like that.
Bro, I watch the cooking channel and the ID channel, all right? Food and blood, that's it. All right? Like,
what about HGTV?
Fuck no, I don't watch HGTV. The fuck?
I do. It's a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, I bet you do. That's why you just had to drive to go get a bottle of water.
It finally got brought up.
Me and Box were talking about you had to drive to a well to get the freshest of water. And then when you started pumping it, right, you had to wait until the warm, nasty water finished running so you could get the cool, crisp.
You know.
Yeah, and then you realize that you forgot the purifying tablets, so you had to go to the store and pick up purifying tablets to go get your water purified.
Soulless, you're from the Midwest, dog. You don't know nothing about drinking 110-degree water out of a fucking water hose. All right?
All right. I would not even touch
Oh
that
shit, that's fucking
What?
cakewalk, dude.
Bro,
I'll do that all day long.
Oh my god, that's childhood here in Texas.
Yeah, dude, that's normal.
The water is a balmy 65 out of the hose here.
Must be nice.
Nice.
I'm just saying, bro. It must be nice. Like,
No, I feel you, dude. I remember I still do it. Shit, every once in a while, I still grab a water hose if I'm outside working.
Water
yeah,
here, water here out of the water hose in the winter is a balming 85 degrees. All right, like.
Oh my god, right? For real, it's still hotter than shit.
And the penny flavor, dog. The penny flavor.
It ain't bad. I like it.
Penny flavor, bro.
It's got that rich taste.
Let me suck on some pennies.
Y'all like mineral water? I got you,
bro. Y'all want? Yeah, exactly. Y'all want some mineral water? Boy, I tell you what. Pick up a water hose.
I got it
in
straight
Texas
from the
in the middle
hose.
of the summer, bro.
I had a couple of friends who lived out on farmsteads that got their water from a well, and that shit was nasty.
Water from a well is so good, bro. Like, it's just there's nothing.
My parents actually have their own well, so at their house, so their water is pumped straight from. It's fucking good, dude.
Nothing better.
It's delish.
I hated it.
I don't know about.
It's so hard.
I don't know. You guys might have some nasty northerner water.
I mean,
northerner water,
maybe.
Because you're not close to the ocean with the sediment deposits.
It's all flat around here.
It's all flat. That's the problem, right? There's no mountains for it to run through.
Yeah, there's no ice-capped mountains for it to flow down the mountain and naturally filter.
Bro, you think we got ice-capped mountains here, dog?
Yo, what ice?
No, I don't.
Here, dog?
No, you don't. You don't.
We got dust-capped mountains.
At best.
Boy, you ain't never seen a tumbleweed taste so good in your life.
True.
You gonna take that tumbleweed home and fry it up or what?
When you go driving down the road down the highway, right, and you're doing like 95 because that's legal here in Texas, right? And there's a fucking tumbleweed hauling ass towards the side of your car. Well, you ain't lived yet, all right? You ain't fucking lived yet.
Could that shit crash you?
No, it'll just fuck up your car. Fucking scratch the shit out of it. Depending on the size of it, it'll dent it. All a tumbleweed is like the base of a mesquite tree, right? That's got so dried up it snapped out of the ground.
Rolled itself.
Here in North Dakota, we just have, Minnesota now. We just have deer that run out in front of your vehicle.
Here in North Dakota, eh?
And the occasional moose.
Oh, and the occasional moose, eh? Just a moose.
It's just a moose.
You actually don't want to fucking hit.
You don't want to
hit a moose though. They'll fuck you up. If you're driving a car and you hit a moose, you take it out at the knees and it lands into your windshield and could potentially kill you.
Yeah, see.
Same thing with deers, bro. It's happened here. I've seen that shit here in Texas
with deers jumping into your windshield, right? I don't know what it is about deers in Texas, but they're like, cars coming, I can clear it. And so they jump over your hood, and nah, dog, that thing's sitting in your fucking lap the whole drive home.
Yeah, I've seen some horror photos from that stuff, dude.
You ever seen the videos of like the bus driver that has like the deer go flying in through the windshield and it's just chilling on the bus?
Yeah, and it lives. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit's wild, bro.
You gotta get the deer off the bus. Yeah, have fun with that.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck.
I've been
get a bunch of kids on it too. That'd be horrible.
Oh my god.
Getting kicked and shit. Oh my god. Man, I can see it.
Jesus.
Y'all been playing anything other than Tarkov recently?
Fuck no, Snake.
I've been breaking a little bit with some League of Legends and PlanetSide 2.
You mean there's other games besides Tarkov?
Yeah.
I don't
Thought
believe
about
you.
playing a little bit fuck, what's that game? Apex Legends.
Might
Ugh.
as well go play
Wait, when are we gonna play
Warzone, dog.
Valorant? When are we gonna get a game of Valorant in?
I don't know.
I don't know. Whenever I reinstall it, I guess.
Whenever I decide I'm ready to stop playing Tarkov,
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
I got the
That's-
crazy.
I don't know. I've been
dog.
playing Vampire Survivers.
That game's fun as fuck.
I think I'm gonna be playing that.
$3.
I think I'm gonna be playing that when I get back on stream and in between raids. Just play while I'm waiting to load into map.
That shit's fun as fuck. Have you played that game, or have you looked at that game, Snow?
No.
It's just a 2D. It's like a side scroller, but I don't know. You basically just level up.
You're a player, and you just walk around and shoot shit with magic.
Is it
And
on?
you do it for 30 minutes.
Is it on Steam?
For $3.
Oh,
$3.
Oh man, I don't know. That's kind of steep, dog.
The game is good as hell.
It's actually tense as fuck too. You got to survive 30 minutes, and it gets pretty hard. And then you gotta also get to like a certain level cap because at 30 minutes, death comes, and if you don't have a certain like threshold met, then you automatically die. So then you rinse and repeat.
Yo, why don't we play some fucking PUBG?
I haven't installed it yet, but it's free to play now, isn't it?
I think it is free to play again. Yeah.
Battle Royale's kind of burnt out on me a bit.
But Tarkov's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Just
Only mildly similar in concept.
It'll be more like it when Arena comes in, which I'm stoked about.
I hope Arena comes in. Wait, how is it going to be the same? I thought Arenas is going to be like a PV2 or like a PvP kind of arena thing.
That's what I'm saying. It's more like Battle Royale, though. I mean, once you're dead, you're dead.
spawn die.
Oh.
Spawn die.
You know what I mean? Pretty much.
Yo,
I think that's closer to being Battle Royale than the whole scab and looting thing, because there won't be looting in the arena. Like, that's out the window.
So let's talk about
Back,
our new favorite game that we're all playing so much, Battlefield 2042. Just kidding. Snow's face looks unimpressed.
I'm just saying, bro.
You got your money back, didn't you?
No.
No, I didn't either. I paid $100 as well.
I
You paid more than I did, though.
I tried to. No.
Maybe I'll reinstall it and try it again. I don't know. Maybe they fixed something.
So when am I gonna get the fucking waist pouch out of the fucking scab case, dog?
True. When am I gonna get that drippy fucking fanny pack? That Adidas fanny pack.
No, it's like. It's a likey fanny pack.
Or any other secure container? When are they gonna add a new secure container? That's the real question.
Never.
But you know what I actually really want to see now?
Dude, the real question is, when are they going to let you keep Kappa?
Never.
When are you going to start the next wipe with some type of, like, previous reward from the last one? What? Why? You afraid you're never going to achieve it?
You know what? You guys want to see
I'll fucking grind for it. If I get to keep it next wipe.
Right? See? That's what I'm saying.
I would see the new container they're talking about bringing in?
All right, let's see it.
Let's see it.
Boom.
Is this a joke or?
No. It's 100% real.
Okay. It's called the Omicron container.
Yep.
Got a Terra Group symbol on it.
And here is the stats for it. A 3x1 plus 3x3. Total of 12 slots.
A 3x1 plus a 3x3. So it's a Kappa, but it's split.
Yeah.
I'd run it.
And I'm willing to bet it's going to go like somewhere in between Epsilon and Gamma. Or somewhere between Gamma and Kappa.
It'd go in between Gamma and Kappa because it's bigger than a Gamma case. I'd run it.
Unless they're going to make it where you got to like fucking do something on labs to get it.
Do all the other containers have labs symbols on them or not?
Hold on, I'll pull them all up. Let me start with the alpha. They might. They actually might. Hold on. Alright, so we've got the alpha container. Don't know if I can zoom in enough without fucking it up. It looks like it might say like Terra Group right there or something.
I feel like they all probably could say Terra Group.
The beta
Alpha.
does have the Terra Group symbol on it. Epsilon says Terra Group. Gamma says Terra Group. Kappa does not say Terra Group, however.
No, it does underneath the Kappa Terra Group Alpha in the smaller text.
Oh, does it? Right
if you
there?
look at the alpha, I was gonna say the alpha, you have the symbol right there next to the. The alpha has the symbol right there on the pink label. It's like on the top corner. I can't see where the stream's at right now, but yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
They're all Terra Groups containers because you see them in labs. Like you're in labs, they're in areas. Like you can see them laying.
But yeah, it's just. I don't fucking know, bro. But that's what they say is the next. That's what the Tarkov wiki says is an upcoming secure container.
Yeah. I might be like an outlier on like what I want to see Tarkov do in like the next 6 months, you know. But I feel like instead of giving us new content, like new like things that you can look at, right? I'd rather them like work on refining existing content, like or like adding in like features that would like affect the entirety of the game, like mechanics, like skill stuff.
Streets.
Like I want to see them put more skills in.
I want streets.
Well, they're not all on. Streets will happen when streets happens. I'm not in a hurry.
RPGs.
I want lock picking. I want the ability to heal my allies and the ability to repair my armor in raid and repair my allies' armor in raid. I should be able to do everything that I can do to myself. I should be able to do to my ally. Except like. Okay.
Giggity. Soulless, we know what you do to yourself.
Wait, I'm gonna be getting hand jobs in the corner of customs. I'm down. Forms is the hot spot, my guy.
We know what you do to yourself, all right, bro. We don't.
Hey, those hands are strong, dude. I'm cool with it. We'll meet at dorms.
Hands are in your pants right now as we speak.
He's like, they're both right here. What are you talking about?
Joke's on you. I'm not wearing pants. All right, guys.
But yeah, people just probably aren't going to care until like the only thing people care about is add new items to the game, and maybe they don't. I don't know. There's still people that bitch like every time they put like a new item in or something and they post about it on Twitter. There's like a handful of posts that are like, "Why are you adding new content when everything's still broken?"
Nothing's broken, bro. Tarkov is fucking perfect. Period.
I wouldn't say perfect, but it's good.
Fight me. It's perfect.
Okay.
All right. It's perfect. Okay, I take that back. Hit reg could use some work.
It's mostly just the desync on the servers that needs to be fixed.
I don't know, bro.
I've noticed that it's gotten worse. I don't know if there's just more people playing right now, but you know that if Box can hear me, there used to be this problem way back in the day a lot, and it seems to be coming back where like when you spawn into raid, your allies kind of jump around a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
If you know what I mean, like they'll run in place and then yeah. That usually happens when the server is like under a lot of stress. It seems like, at least. But usually we don't see that. I haven't seen that in months, and then all of a sudden I started seeing it again. So
I've been seeing it more recently. Yeah, you're right.
Maybe a bunch of people are playing the game again because of the event.
Even scavs. Even scavs look like they're skating across the screen.
Yeah. What do you guys think about Scavs? Scavs got inertia. That was a good thing. That was a good addition. Also, apparently they've said they fixed this like 3 times, but they said now that it should work is the scavs can't shoot you while they're laying down.
Wrong.
I shouldn't say while they're laying down. I mean like while they're in the process of laying down, you know?
Yeah.
As they're laying down. Dude, I think the hit reg thing is definitely something that needs to get worked on. I mean, we had 2 instances today. I know, so earlier I was playing with Green, and we were running interchange. I think she had daily to survive 2. So we ran 1. I got pieced out by a player. Had sat there and watched her, play carefully and get out. Everything was good. Then the second one, we go underneath and kill her, Well, I've got a vector, so I was like, no problem. Put full mag right into man's chest, right? Dude, it counted. I think it was a big stick, so what, 33? It counted. I want to say it was like nearly 40 hits, a bunch of fragmentations. I did over 1,500 damage. He was still alive. He shot me in the face. Then that was one, right? That blew my mind.
What do you
have? Then the
Did
next scenario was. No, he was running 9x19 Luger CCI.
Oh, so they fixed his.
Yeah.
Shit.
So then this last one today alone, right? Just the other experience today was what me and Snow just had. I put 3 rounds of 8.55 straight into a dude's face, and Snow watched me put all 3 rounds. All 3 rounds hit. The only 3 rounds I fired were all connected. It did 72 to the to body, and it did 52 to armor. There was no armor on his face. All 3 rounds hit. I only shot 3 rounds. It was fucking insane. Like, why aren't you dead, bro? There's no chance in hell that 8.55 didn't just black out your skull after 2 hits. The first hit should have blacked out your skull. Yeah, you should have been dead.
And I
But the second hit, there's no chance. Third hit, bro,
not to mention
you're
the fact
dead.
that I pieced
That's
out
overkill.
a fucking M80 shot in the middle of his fucking face.
And it didn't even register his hit.
I shot before
at all.
him. Like you heard my shot, and then you heard his shot, and I fell instantly. But my
and then
shot
Snow
didn't
watched
register.
me put 3 rounds straight at him. And then he saw that my screen at the end, it's right there, bro. All 3 hits counted. Well, I didn't aim anywhere else. We're less than 25 meters. There's no chance those rounds didn't hit you in the face. Those are dead accurate. Nope. Okay. All right. I just think, and I mean, obviously, it's not something I'm bitching about. It's just something that I've noticed. Those things suck. I'll talk about it, but it's more of like I speak on it because like, yo, this is an obvious issue. If this desync is so bad to where this isn't getting fixed, you should address this.
Hit reg
the
is
servers
a big
have been a
issue.
big problem. The servers in general just have been a problem for a long time. And I don't know if it's their servers suck or if maybe I mean, it's pretty like if you just know anything about coding, like the platform that they're on just isn't like Unity's not well optimized for what they want to do. At least the build
No,
they're on currently.
especially not for this type of game either. All the assets and it's a lot of load for what they're using. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't
I
think
agree.
they'll ever change.
Well, they'll have to. Not that they'll change. Like I think they're always going to use Unity, but they're going to have to update. Like they're going to have to get out of where they're at some point, or else the game itself is just not going to.
Yeah, I
Go
really
forward
can't
like they
tell
want
if
to.
like something should be working better or if like there's just some unoptimized code, you know?
Well, I mean, of course, there's unoptimized code somewhere. I mean, look at our sound settings. Come on, man.
Well,
Something
I mean
ain't right.
that's just like part of like I feel like that's just like a module they can drop in and drop out. Like I don't think that affects the
No, but I'm
runtime
just
of
saying.
the server.
Obviously, if there's problems like that, I'm saying there's got to be messy code somewhere, right? Like it,
Yeah.
it's not about
It's
like he's
probably
saying
just
that's coding. It was more of saying like if that's something that's sloppy, then you know that other stuff is sloppy too. Like,
well,
and
I
I'm
feel
not
like
saying it's anything against them. I understand. You know, they started with a small team and they've been growing and they've got to where they are right now. And I get it. You know, I'm all for Battle States improvements. I'm just verbally speaking on the fact that it's obvious that hit reg right now is becoming more of a significant issue. Like when everybody was reporting that 55A1 was dog shit and it's just not hitting and it's not registering, I was still getting one taps left and right. So I wasn't having that issue. But now I'm at the point where it's like, okay, no longer is it just this ammo type. I'm having this problem with multiple ammos and I'm getting the damage results. It's showing up as the damage is there. But there's no way you're walking away from that. There is no way in hell you're walking away from these damages, you know what I mean? Like it just doesn't make any sense. Like something is wrong. It's either the server isn't catching up or you're getting misinformation, you know what I mean? Either I didn't do that damage, it's actually the damage I'm seeing on the report is completely wrong, or the person, because of desync, didn't receive the damage, but I dealt the damage.
Which
you know
is
what
a
I mean? Like one of
possibility.
the two. Something is wrong there. It needs to get addressed. That's all I'm saying.
I think I
I think
remember
they're
somebody
fine.
talked about the issue with like why Tarkov is like desynced the way it is, and it was like oh, what was it? There was like they did like a different way of how they so like there's 3 instances of the game running at the same time, right? There's
Right.
your instance, your opponent's
Right.
instance, and the server instance.
Correct.
And if
Client server.
and I think the packet loss on a client can cause the like let's say client A is shooting at client B. Client B doesn't know they're being shot at because they have packet loss. And then client A catches up, then the server catches up and it looks like they insta died.
Right, right. And that see, and I
That's
think
like
I
the
remember this.
concept of
This is like this was like more so a couple wipes back. This was pretty damn evident, right? Like it's gotten better since then, but I think like it refers back to what you were saying earlier. Like I think these desync issues are coming back. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And maybe
Well,
it's just with the wave
the
of
desync
updates that
always
they're
gets
doing and
worse with
player
like
base. Yeah,
yeah, and the player base might have surged with the new event. So
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of people seemed like they enjoyed the event.
They're trying to fix that. I mean, they've already
it's
worked
obvious
out a
that they're
deal
trying to
with new
fix it. It's good.
servers. They've already worked out a deal with new servers. If you look, they don't drop patch notes every day, but if you look, they are implementing different patches multiple times a day, almost every day.
Yeah. No, I don't have a doubt that they're continuing to
Yeah, and the other thing is
make it better.
I
It's
constantly
just,
monitor the servers as well. Like they're normally in the green. Like I rarely see anything besides green. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think
So it's like I just think it's something like it's like Sola said. It's like it's something with the there might be some messing coding here and there. Like something is just, and I'm sure eventually it's gonna get
and it might not
worked
even
out.
be
But
in
it's
like an
just being aware.
extreme. It might not even be an extreme packet loss. It might just be like a minor connection problem for like a millisecond that could just ruin a whole fight for another player.
True.
I would
But
be
this is why I
interested
think
to know
Arena
more
would be better.
information about that. But
And this is why I'm more excited for Arena, because I feel like with the looting aspect and other aspects of the game being pulled out, to where it's just focused on PvP. I feel like the connection itself, the combat itself, will be more fluid, more like properly represented. You know what I mean? I think it'll just be more of what we look for when we're going in for fights. You know what I mean? And maybe I'm wrong, but
the whole server issue, like we're talking about, like with just like desync in general, because there is just like a general amount of desync that just Tarkov has.
Yeah.
I think was a lot more apparent when we didn't have inertia, because the whole jiggle peeking thing was such a widely used strat by
Tactic, yeah.
top tier players, because you pretty much, it was like it felt like a 1 in 100 chance that you were actually going to kill somebody if you shot at them while they were jiggle peeking you. Because like you pretty much just had to thread the needle on if the server is going to connect your bullet, and you kind of have to predict when they're going to peek their head.
Yeah, I mean, how many times we kill people in dorms like that?
I don't know if you ever saw what that looked like, Snow, since this is your first wipe.
Nah, I don't think. I mean, he might have seen
Or there was
videos or something.
I've seen videos.
Yeah, where they're like on a wall and they're just doing this,
Yeah.
back and forth.
Yeah, so I was telling chat earlier, I have watched hours and hours of footage before this wipe and since this wipe, and I've been able to see where everybody's playstyles have changed, because there's no more jiggle peeking the wall. There's no more standing at a corner and just
Can't AD as much anymore either.
Yeah, and I've noticed that now, right, more people are standing further in away from the corner and simulating a jiggle peek just because it takes longer. So the further you are away from a corner, right, the less time you have of exposure.
Right.
So there's ways around inertia to be able to jiggle peek. It's not going to be as correct as previously.
Yeah, it's not going to be as effective for sure. I mean, but you can. It's still there.
There are some bugs as well. Like there are ways to cancel inertia. Like you can still you can get like halfway
AD?
between Yeah, on the AD thing, you can get like kind of halfway between not having inertia and having inertia by like the way you do it is, instead of continuously holding A and then continuously holding D into each other, you just let go of one of the keys before you press the other, and it kind of cancels out the inertia slide on the end of your movement.
I don't know why do you want to cancel that slide though?
I love inertia.
I love, dude. Yeah, I was gonna say, to me, my power slides have gotten
it's all about
so much better.
abusing it. It's not about like trying to get better with what we have. It's like all about just like abusing.
You're talking about like trying to exploit it.
Well, it's just an exploitable bug. You can not have. You can like pseudo like nearly not have inertia while you're AD-ing if you're good enough at timing it. Some of the top tier PvPers have been. I actually Jesse Kazam did a podcast recently with some of the quote unquote Chad playstyle content creators like HyperRat, and there's a couple others, but I can't remember their names. I do remember Hyper Rat being there though. And they were pretty much talking about what I'm talking about now is like they found ways to kind of game inertia.
I think what's his name was on there. I think I know the video you're talking about. I'm pretty sure I watched it.
Yeah, there was like a 2 or 2.5 hour video Jesse Kazan put out where they just talked about the state of Tarkov.
Yeah,
It was a really good watch. I'd recommend listening if you care anything about Tarkov.
I was gonna say
I've seen that video as well.
I started getting more kills with my power slides. I think this wipe more than any other wipe.
When I was talking about sliding, by the way, I'm talking about like
The inertia slide. I follow you.
Just on general movement, not like power sliding on crouch.
Yeah, no, I got you. I know what you're talking about. That's what just brought me to talk about the power slide, which I feel like is just not implemented enough, man. I feel like a lot of people, I don't know. Maybe it's because people see it as other things, you know.
You mean not utilized enough? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
I power slide. There's a lot of really clean looking movement you can do power sliding.
I was gonna say I think in our group it's either me or you that's usually power sliding.
Yeah.
So if I hear someone power slide, I'm like 9 times out of 10, I know it's you right off the rip. And I think vice versa. You know, if you hear it and you're not the one doing it, I'm pretty sure you know it's me.
I've been trying to get better at it.
Kill a slide on these fools and blast them in the legs.
I've been trying to get better at power sliding and using that slide to my advantage.
Yeah.
Like
it's an effective tool, man.
I don't know if you've seen. I know Box has seen it. But I figured out how to do it in gray by the back door to be able to get myself to cover faster.
Oh, sure.
It's probably like the number one utilization is covering.
Where the boards are, towards the back door. So
yeah.
I'll run from the front of gray towards the back door. Jump up on those boards, and as soon as I land, I'll crouch and I'll slide. And then mid-slide, I'll start twisting. So that by the time I slide off those boards, I'm already facing towards the front, and all I gotta do is lean peek.
The power sliding too is a really good way of getting yourself into a firing stance, because I've noticed that the recoil, I don't know if this is the case every other wipe, but this wipe it's a lot more noticeable, maybe because the recoil got touched a lot on this wipe, but recoil is so much easier to control while you're crouching.
It is.
Yeah, on full auto guns, it's very significant difference.
I guess I haven't noticed.
It feels pretty same to the other wipes. I mean,
I'm pretty much crouched.
But then again, it's all about. I think the only way maybe it's different. Maybe you notice it a lot more this wipe because of how you've been utilizing it. But I mean, I think it all goes about how you use your guns too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't always full auto, but when I do, it's usually crouched down. I don't usually stand in full auto. But y'all know that I'm usually a tap fire gamer. I don't.
He's a gamer.
The standing recoil got exaggerated so much this wipe.
Which it should, though. I mean, it needed it. And I think it really needed it. There's so many people for the last couple wipes where, you know.
But you say it needed it, but then
down.
like the mutant, when you fully build out a mutant, it's still crazy good, like on recoil.
Just get fucking better, kid. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I actually used
they
it
fucked
quite
the
a bit.
M4 into the ground, dude. The M4 got pinned down and fucked in the ass.
Why do you feel that is? Why do you feel that?
It's just not as good as it once was.
After watching previous,
I mean, it had its king though. It had its crown for a long time.
After watching previous videos, right? I feel like Nikita got tired of it being the meta, right? And wanted people to use fucking any other gun in the game.
I mean, it was king. It was king.
Nikita has spoken out that he doesn't enjoy metas, but like the thing about it, like a shooter though, like and people getting competitive about it is Metas just happen because there's just something that's going to be better than everything else. It's just it's how life
see,
works.
but this is where I disagree. Like I kind of stand more on like how Clean's view is of this. I think it's just I don't agree that there's a certain meta in this game. I agree that people have claimed a meta, but I don't agree that that meta is true. I believe that there is a balance in the game and that just people are so easy to follow someone else's tailcoat that they're automatically going to run what they're told is best.
They're dick
But
riders.
is that true? No, that's not true. I believe that every platform of firearms in this game has its own strengths and weaknesses and can all be, balanced out against others. I really disagree with the whole idea of Tarkov has a meta. I think it's just like, dick riders, yeah, coattail riders. Like you're just literally taking someone's words and following.
Well,
that's just me personally. It's just how I see it.
It's just like some weapons just have a lower skill ceiling or lower skill floor.
Yeah, where like you don't have to have a lot of skill to use it. Yeah, I follow.
And then like, it's like if you put 1,000 hours into the game, you can kill anybody with any gun in the game, right? Because you know how to,
right?
You know how to play the game around the gun.
It's like if you want one tap Alton boy.
If you want your end all be all, best in all scenarios, like the gun, the best all arounder is what I'm going for here.
Right. I mean, I get it.
I think that's what the like meta is kind of shift towards, is because like the M4 was good at all ranges before, like short range, medium range, long range.
Yeah, and I think they fixed a lot of that, not even having to do like the damage they did to it. I think, a lot of the implementations of like animations and stuff, like there was obviously, I think over the last couple wipes, you've seen a difference on how close you can stand to a wall, right? And your gun, how it reacts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's definitely changed over the last couple wipes. Like you can't, it's not the same. I don't really know how to express that. Like if you played enough, you know what I'm talking about. Like, but I think that's where the big difference was for me. Like that was enough. You know what I mean? Like, okay, well, this gun is too long to be close quarters at this point. Fine, switch up to a different gun or change the platform itself. Like now I'm running a short barrel and I'm making it loud. That way I don't have a silencer or a suppressor on it. That way, it's not capped off. Like, to me, that was like the balance. You didn't have to go fuck up the damage. You didn't have to go fuck up the recoil. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that was all unnecessary.
I have a question.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I have one more point on it. What I would have liked to see is the I do agree the recoil could have been boosted, right? So I would have liked to see it about half of what it is now, So like not as exaggerated. But because I feel like the changes that they did to trajectory of rounds and because they pretty much, not only did they change the weapon balancing of the recoil, they also fucked with pretty much the entire suite of ammo, right? With the projectile, like where your rounds are going,
Right.
And they've kind of tweaked the damage and all that stuff. It feels like they did a really big tweak on all the ammos.
Yeah, I agree.
They did on trajectory, and they openly came out and said that and sent out charts.
Yeah.
Yeah, the charts all dropped.
I want to see a mechanic where you can change shoulders.
Yeah.
That way there's not a left peak, right peak meta.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with that. I would also, but if we put it in that perspective as well, I would like to see those split into two different skills. So right shoulder, left shoulder skill.
Oh yeah.
That way your character is dominant, like one arm. Obviously, you know what I mean. Like
100%.
To me, that would make a lot more sense. Like, all right, so you don't use your left arm as much. Well, now you got to decrease in accuracy. It's harder to hold up the sight, harder to get that sight picture still. You know what I mean? Like to me, that would be cool. Yeah, absolutely.
But if you play,
it would have to have a balance like that. Switching constantly, yeah,
it's
absolutely.
not going to matter.
Yeah.
Right.
I think they could add like an ambidextrous skill.
Because that'll give people more of a reason to change their position.
But you saying this goes back into what we had talked about multiple times, And I think we definitely maybe touched on it on the last one, but the whole like changing of the gameplay, like the state that we're in is only going to be here for so long. Like when traps come in, like you said, or like RPGs, lock picking, when those things come into play, the game itself, the dynamic of playstyle is going to shift. It's not going to be as fast paced. It's going to be a little bit slower, but that's when something like what you're talking about right now with the shoulders, that would be perfect.
Yeah,
because
100%.
That would give you that tactical gameplay you could actually utilize. I think if they implemented it right now, I think it would be worthless, right? That's what I'm getting at.
Not necessarily.
Like that would be something you could do later on. I just think right now it wouldn't really matter because the gameplay is too fast for you to actually focus on switching. It would be one of those things that someone's going to push you the second you go to switch. They're going to hear you shifting your arms and you're going to get fucking shoveled on.
It doesn't have to be a slow motion though.
No, I agree. I'm just saying, like, how BSG is. When they put something in like this, there's usually a downtime on these actions, right? So, like how we pull out a nade, there's that time. When you go to med, there's that time. If they put something in like that, there's definitely gonna be a time.
Yeah,
it's gonna take a couple seconds, and that's someone. And right now, the gameplay is so fast paced, you're gonna get pushed.
The difference between pulling out a nade, though, and switching shoulders on your gun, though, is that when the animation's done for the nade, you got your dick in your hands, where when the animation's done with switching shoulders is you're blasting again, so... That's my only opinion thought on, like, just devil's advocating your take there.
No, yeah, I got you. I get you. I totally understand. And then, it's perspective. That's all
a lot
it
of the
is.
Chads
I'm not saying I'm right.
that I was talking about with Jesse Kazam mentioned that they feel like a lot of problems with the game they think that being able to switch what shoulders your gun is on would be an extreme improvement to the game.
I agree.
Being now with like high level PvP right now is like all about left and right hand peeking, and like if your opponent knows that you have to make a left hand peek to fight them, then they will play around that. And like I think it was like one of them on the podcast was literally talking about like I was in resort and I know I had to make a left hand peek to push these guys, so I just sat in the room and they knew I had to make a left hand peek, so they were waiting for me to make the left hand peek. So it was just like literally a patience game of who wanted to push who first. So
I don't know.
No, I totally understand.
There shouldn't be a downtime. That's my thing. Is there shouldn't be a downtime.
Well, I'm saying nothing crazy. I'm saying like 2 seconds, right? So like a good. You know what I mean? Like a second and a half, 2 seconds. Like you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying by downtime. I'm not talking like downtime isn't like, oh, dude, this is gonna take a 5-second switch. Like no, nothing crazy. Like just a good little. It's
2
gonna.
Seconds.
BSG. BSG is gonna put some implementation of.
No, 100%.
Here's a sound cue, bro. You're gonna get pushed, bro. You know what I mean?
There should be a downtime or a sound cue. However, anything longer than 2 seconds is not fucking
feasible. It's not even. Yeah. No, I agree.
It's not.
I agree.
And you should also choose.
But that's all I was getting at. I wasn't saying like something
right-handed
crazy.
At the beginning of wipe.
Yeah.
At the beginning of wipe from the get-go.
It is kind of crazy that everybody is right-handed. I do agree with that. That's a little wild. Every single fighter, scab, boss, everybody in Tarkov is right-handed.
I don't know.
It's a little weird.
All right, guys.
That was a good tangent. We went on a run with Tarkov talk there at the end.
As we should. This is the Tarkov podcast.
The Tarkov podcast. The premier Tarkov podcast.
The Tarkov podcast. I mean, think about it, right?
Not a.
Nobody else is really doing Tarkov podcasts.
Yeah, they do them every once in a while, but
not consistently like we are. Don't play this out to be something it's not, Soulless.
We're fucking around and finding out.
All right, guys. We're gonna raid out. We're gonna raid Twisted. All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's podcast. Don't forget to tell your friends, tell your family, tell your folks. Also, it will be on Spotify either tomorrow night or Thursday afternoon. I will have this episode of the podcast uploaded on Spotify and YouTube. All right?
Make sure to twisted stick.
Twisted stick. Soulless, closing arguments? Anything? Yes, no, maybe so?
There was clearly poop on the bed.
All right. Hux? What you got, Socks? Socks and
You know,
socks?
just the basic, normal thing to tell y'all. Just get better.
Get better. If you
That's
can
better.
accept, if you can accept that piece of advice, go fuck yourself.
Oh shit! Damn, I didn't say that.
Either get better or go fuck yourself. It's up to you. All right. So
If I
with
would,
that being said,
if I could, I would.
with that being said,
If I could, I
all
would.
guys, we love you guys. Thank you for all your support. See you guys
Memes
next
out.
week. Memes out.
Poggers.
All right, that's done.
Why did I literally came back to my computer and I see the message 4 minutes to end. I was like, what?
Memes out.